So again I will explain you EMF and potential difference with new animation. What we say, the energy source that maintain a constant current or steady current in a circuit is known as source of EMF, that is a pump. Okay, so here you are observing that these electrons are moving in the connecting wire, and when they are moving from the one end to the another end of the EMF, they are losing the energy, and again they gain the energy when they enter into the pump. Like the next slide. If I here show you that this is the EMF source and there is a bulb in the circuit, and connecting wires is not having any resistance. I hope it is visible to all of you that these electrons are having high energy. They are red particles when they are coming out of the battery, but as they enter into this bulb, energy is decreasing, so their color is changing. Again, same situation, they are losing the energy, the electron energy changing from high energy to low energy level, then they get into the battery and energy changing. That is the work of the EMF. Next, I hope now it is clear to all of you what is potential difference and what is EMF. The potential difference is the difference in the voltage across the two ends of the bulbs. It is visible to all of you. Okay. Here we are observing that there are two bulbs connected in the circuit. So when the electron is coming out from the battery, it is having higher energy red particle, but when it come out from the bulb A, energy is decreasing. Again from bulb B, energy is decreasing. So now it is clear to you what is the EMF and what is the potential difference. Without EMF, you have to keep in mind water cannot be pumped back to the source. I will show you in the next animation. That is a larger in size. Yeah, all of you observe it. What is happening? Same charge particle is coming, it is losing some energy here, like here, loss in energy. Again next particle, loss in energy. But as this charge particle enter into the battery, again there is gain in energy, because in the battery there is chemicals are doing the work. That is the EMF. Now all of you are clear about the EMF. Okay, these two things again I am telling you. EMF is the total energy supplied to the circuit upon total charge, and potential difference is the total energy used by the circuit divided by total charge. All of you just read the definition, and now I am telling you some differences. So please pause the video and read yourself. Now I am giving you three situations. You have to write what is VA minus VB in these three situations. Firstly, you pause the video and solve yourself as I explained you in the last lecture. Then you again play the video and check it. Firstly, I will explain you second and third. Okay. In the second situation, current is flowing along this direction. It means when I start from the point A, potential is VA. Now I am moving from plus to minus. It means what I will say, minus E. Then this is the direction of flow of current, and when we are moving opposite to the direction of current, it means gain in potential, and that is gain in potential is IR. If I is the current, this should be equal to VB. Now I calculate VA minus VB in this situation. What I will say, E minus IR. I hope it is clear to you. Now we are writing here, if current is I in the circuit, then you will say VA. Then now again you are moving positive to negative across the battery, so it is minus E. Again you are moving along the direction of the current. What you will say, when you are moving along the direction of flow of current, there is loss in potential. This should be equal to VB. So what we say, VA minus VB equal to E plus IR. Now as I have done this question in this situation, now you please apply yourself and please solve the case number 1. Now, what mistake you can do here? In this branch there is no direction of flow of the current, no arrow is given. So please don't apply on your own cell that there is a current is flowing. You have to say there is no current in this situation. So when there is no current, you cannot do plus IR or minus IR. So what you will do in this situation? You will write VA, and suppose you are moving from left to right, you will say minus E. This should be equal to VB, and finally what you will calculate? VA minus VB equal to E. Again I want to tell you, the branch in which when no current is flowing, you please don't say that, you please don't assume that any current I is flowing in the branch. Of course, even in the numerical, this branch is given a closed circuit like this. No, you have to say current is flowing. But if it is not in the closed circuit and no current direction of flow, then please don't add by you that some current is flowing in it. Is it clear? So all of you check it. Okay. Now again I am discussing the same thing. Whatever I told you, in this first diagram you will say VA minus VB equal to E plus IR. Second diagram minus E plus IR. So you can do yourself. Okay. Now very good situation I am asking you. Please think carefully and then reply me. There is basically a cell of EMF 13.2 volt and internal resistance 1 ohm. There are 4 situations I am giving you. In the first situation, external resistance is having 1 ohm. Second situation, external resistance is 10 ohm. Third situation, external resistance is 100 ohm. And fourth situation, external resistance is infinite. Now you have to tell me what is the voltmeter reading in each situation. Just try to solve it, then I will explain. Okay, let me explain the first situation. In the first situation, if I calculate the value of the current I will say current is given as net voltage in the circuit upon net resistance of the circuit. You can easily calculate the value of the current. Now, here you want to calculate the reading of the voltmeter. This branch is a closed branch, and again you can assume this voltmeter is connected across this 1 ohm. So you can directly calculate the answer by using the formula V equal to IR. R is the external resistance that is across 1 ohm, and you can use the discharging equation V equal to E minus IR. This small r is the internal resistance of the cell which is given you 1 ohm, and you can solve it. Same thing here, you say if you calculate the I, you can use the formula V by R again. You will say 13.2 upon 10 plus 1 is 11. I think it is directly divisible, so we can write 1.2. Now again you have both the choice. You can use V equal to IR, or you can say V equal to E minus IR. I hope it is clear to you. No problem. But we have to calculate the voltage reading, so I will say you and I will recommend you, please use this formula when you have to calculate the voltage difference across the cell, because if you will calculate in the third, you will not get any trouble. But suppose you calculate in the fourth one, I calculate the value of the current. I will say net voltage in the circuit is 13.2, net resistance is infinite. So I will say I tends to 0. Now when you calculate according to the formula V equal to IR, this is 0 and R tends to infinite. Now you cannot recognize the solution. So better you use this formula, that is V equal to E minus IR. Now in this situation, E is given you 13.2, I is given you 0, internal resistance is 1. What is your answer? 13.2. I hope it is clear to you. Now I am showing all these answers here. Now I will explain. Voltmeter reading, of course, when external resistance is infinite. Infinite means there is air between these two ends of the wire. The wire is disconnect. You can say this is a wire and wire is disconnection at this point, here and here. So air is there, resistance is infinite. and you are getting the voltage reading is 13.2. Now I will discuss you. If I take the battery and I short circuit it with the help of a simple resistance wire, then what is the voltmeter reading? Short circuiting means same circuit is there. This is the circuit. This is the battery of 13.2 volt and internal resistance 1 ohm. Now you connect with the help of the wire which is not having any resistance. Resistance of this wire is 0. That is a short circuit. You are joining the positive and negative end of the battery. Now you just listen it very carefully. Like this. First of all, I will explain the relation between EV, small r and capital R. If I ask you what is the voltmeter reading, all of you will write voltmeter reading can be written as E minus IR across the cell. Now, I can say V equal to E minus, what is current in the circuit? Total supply upon total resistance. Both are in series. Now you just take LCM and you will solve it. You will get ER upon R plus R. Okay. Now I am giving you two situations. First situation, external resistance is very high. Like we have taken R is infinite. In that situation, if you say external resistance is very high compared to internal resistance, I hope all of you can easily calculate V equal to E. Second situation, when internal resistance is very high compared to external resistance, or I say external resistance is 0. When it is short circuited, external resistance is 0. Then what you will say? V tends to 0. Because what you are getting some value divided by infinite. Okay, or directly you can say R is 0, so V will be also 0, because you say R is greater than R. This R is negligible. For 0, voltage will be 0. So now I am showing it. So now you people are very much clear what is the voltmeter reading when there is short circuiting of the cell, and what is the voltmeter reading when you say the external resistance is quite high. It may be infinite. Is it clear? Of course, I will ask you one question just after some time. That is also logic based question on this concept. So you just remember this concept because we are going to discuss just after some time. Now, whenever you observe the cell, always you have to assume cell is just like this. There is electrolyte, they are having ions, so there is a resistance in the moment of the charged particle, that you have to think. But I have written one thing. Internal resistance of the ideal battery is 0. If any numerical, any question it is written ideal battery, then you have to assume there is no internal resistance of the given battery. Okay. Now I am discussing internal resistance. It is the opposition offered by the electrolyte of the cell to the flow of electric current. That is the internal resistance. Factors affecting internal resistance. I am discussing some factors. All of you just pause the video and read it. Okay, so here I will say you will derive a relation in current, EMF, resistance. I think you people know very well. I am again showing this relation here. Okay, now I am asking a question. If we bring a 6 volt battery from the market and it is short circuited, I hope this word is very much clear to all of you. I have the battery of voltage 6 volt and I take a wire which is not having any resistance and I connect the positive and negative of the cell. All of you know there is sparking, that you people know very well. Now I just want to ask you one question. Is it true that I tends to infinite at that moment? Because according to I equal to V by R, if R equal to 0, because we are short circuiting it, is it right to say I tends to infinite? No. Reason is that Actual formula is I equal to V upon R plus small r. Of course, capital R is 0, that is the external resistance. But there must be the internal resistance in the battery. So you cannot say it. Similarly, again I am telling you, for the short circuiting situation, voltage situation, we have discussed V is given by ER upon R plus R. If I say it is the situation of the short circuiting means R tends to 0. And when R tends to 0, what is voltage? Voltage tends to 0. So in the short circuiting situation, voltage will tends to 0, voltmeter reading across the cell. But current can be written as E by R. I hope it is clear to you. Now you please tell me which cell is in charging and which is in discharging situation. Okay, I want to tell you one thing. You have to see the direction of flow of current. In the first situation, it is visible to you current is entering at negative point. In the second cell, it is visible to you current is entering at positive side. So always keep your mind, when current is entering in the negative side, you will say this is the discharging situation, because this is the general situation of the circuit which we discussed, and it means cell is in discharging condition. But if I say the current is entering at the positive terminal, then you will say it is not the general situation, it is a charging situation. So now I hope it is clear to you in the circuit which cell is in charging situation, which cell in discharging situation. You can check it. Okay, now I am asking you a question. All of you just try to solve it yourself. You have to calculate VAD, VDC, VCB and VBA. So just try to solve it. In this circuit, it is given to us that there are 5 cells having different voltage and different internal resistance. Now first of all, you have to say what is the direction of flow of current. If I assume this 5-volt cell, I will say this is the direction of flow of current. If I assume this 3 volt, this is the direction of flow of current. This 2 volt, this is the direction of flow of current. And this 5 volt, this is the direction of flow of current. Now, ultimately you can say 5 plus 3 plus 2, due to the 10 volt direction of flow of current is anti-clockwise, and due to this 5 volt current is clockwise. It means we will say these 3 cells are dominating in the circuit, and when the cells are dominating in the circuit, net direction of flow of the current will be along that direction. So we will say in the circuit net direction is this. Now all of you just say me, which cell is in charging situation, which cell in discharging situation? Yes, you will say this cell is discharging situation, this cell is also in discharging, and this is also in discharging. And again we will apply our mind, it is the positive terminal, in the positive terminal current is entering, so this is charging cell. Is it clear to all of you? Now students, you just calculate the value of the current flowing in the circuit by applying the Ohm's law, I equal to V by R. What is the net voltage in the circuit? This 5 and 5 can be eliminated. So net voltage in the 3 plus 2 is the 5 volt. And what is the net resistance in the circuit? I say it is 2. This is 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. So net current flowing in the circuit is written as 1 ampere. It is clear to you? Now, if I want the voltage across A and D, now this cell is in discharging situation, you can use the equation voltage across AD can be written as, because it is discharging, I will write the equation E minus IR. E is given to me, that is 5 volt. What is current in the circuit? 1 ampere. What is the internal resistance at this cell? That is 2. What I will say, it is 3 volt. Similarly, if somebody asks me VDC, again this is discharging, E minus IR, but here EMF is 3. Current is 1, resistance is also 1, if I am not wrong. It means what is VDC? That is 3 minus 2 is 1. Sorry, 3 minus 1 is 2. I think I have done a little bit mistake here. 3 minus 1 is 2. Now, what is voltage across BC or CB? Again this cell is discharging. You will say 2 is the EMF. Current is given you 1. Resistance is given you 1. You will say 2 minus 1 is 1. Now all of you tell me same situation VBA. I am just stopping because you can think it. Okay. This cell is in the situation of the charging. And we all know very well, in the charging situation voltage is more than the EMF. So what you will say, it is E plus IR. Now what is E? 5. What is the circuit current? 1. What is resistance? Internal resistance 1. What is net voltage? 6 volt. I hope it is clear to you. Students, you can also use the Kirchhoff law path equation also. Like here, if I say here this point potential is VA, I can say it is VA. Minus across this end current is moving along this side, so potential will drop. It is, you will say, minus IR. Then you are moving negative to positive, that is gain in potential, that is 5 volt. I can write it. And finally you are getting D. You write VA minus VD. What you will say? If I am not wrong, you will say minus 5 plus IR. I hope it is clear to you. What is minus 5? What is current in the circuit? 1. What is the resistance which we are counting? That is 2 ohm. Ultimately what you are getting? Minus 3 volt. It means if somebody asks you calculate VA minus VD, I will say minus 3 volt. Okay. Here I am writing directly VAD. VAD means basically VD minus VA. VDC means VC minus VD. So this convention you are supposed to know. Okay. Now one more thing I am asking. You have to calculate the value of the EMF and internal resistance from the terminal potential difference and current graph. Just all of you firstly make the equation. Then with that equation you plot the graph and then calculate the answer.